back to the channel. Yes, I'm looking silly today. I'm just in a silly mood. I have my Dark Apothecary t-shirt on, and I have this glass because I've done dishes, and the Happy boba tea glass and the two spooky beer glasses are, one's in the process of drying and the other one has not yet been washed. Joys of not having a dishwasher. Oh, the silly outfit kind of lends itself well to, and well, a fancy glass for a not so fancy beer, because another fun beer from Fifth Ward Brewing Company, you churro about that. Churro Amber Ale. Well brewed, well deserved. Brewed and packaged by Fifth Ward Brewing Company, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And it is, like the other one, 5.3% ABV. And I was hoping to find some tasting notes. Our oatmeal amber ale is the perfect match for the delicious cinnamon and pastry flavors of the beloved churro. Aromatic with a smooth and creamy finish. And I was trying to figure out what was going on with this label. Yes, I'm a derp today. It's supposed to look like a churro. Literally like a churro. Silly me. My dry hands. So we're going to pour this oatmeal churro ale into this tall, fancy glass. Yes, I used to know what kind of glass this was back when I first started doing beer reviews on this channel, and now for the life of me, I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure I have one that's a Pilsner glass. And then there was the one I had that stitch broke, and I don't remember which one it was, what type it was. And I have not bought a new one. One, because I guess I'm afraid it'll break again, and she's gotten much bigger, and now Lilo is at that age where she's a supercharged goofball. Yeah. She grabbed a hold of that scarf that I got from my sister for Christmas that my late sister-in-law made. It had very intricate beadwork for tassels. Yeah, Lilo pulled on one of them with her little needle claws, and now there are beads on the floor. It's a lovely scarf, too. It's orange and black because my sister knows I like Halloween. But now I can't leave it hanging out. I had it hanging out with a vintage-looking hat in my closet as a decoration, and I had to pack that beautiful scarf in a box where no one can see it. Well, not that anyone's going to see it anyway. Or I can't see it. Because the little goofball is trying to strip the beads off of it. That's neither here nor there. But that's how hard it is to keep things right now, because I've gotten out of that stage with Stitch, and I'm going through it with Lilo. The things we do to get our cats company. Anyway, look at the lovely color on this. It's sort of a burnt orange. Looks nice with the decor in here. Oh, I can smell vanilla and cinnamon. Oh, this is lovely. This is a good dessert beer. At 5.3, it is more sessionable than some of the other ones we've had, because some of the ones we've had of late are 6% and higher. So they're drinkable, yes, but not necessarily sessionable. And also this one, while it is sessionable because of the rich flavor, it's not a heavy beer. It's not terribly high in the alcohol. But because of the flavor, you're not going to want to slam this. You're going to want to enjoy it. You're going to want to pace yourself. Have this and enjoy it. And then maybe you might be in the mood for another one later, but I wouldn't. You're not going to want to. I just contradicted myself. I'm saying it's sessionable because of the lower alcohol. So yes, by definition, you could have more than one and not have to wait too long in between. But I guess what I'm trying to say at the same time, while you could do that, because of the flavor profile, it is good. It's nice and sweet. You might get tired of them if you do drink them in succession one after another. You might get tired of drinking it after a while, unless you really like churros. So yeah, that's my rambly, bumbly nonsense, and I'm not going to redo this video again. This is my second take. Uh, Perhaps, again, it would be good in a mixed flight with other similar beers. And there she is. She's gracing us with her presence. I have to check on her because I have to make sure that the hair on her back end does not get matted. It's curly. She's getting better about bathing. Wish I could get her to come over here so you guys could see her. You want to say hi with your face? No? Okay. Yeah, she's actually got enough weight now to where she can shake the table a bit. These would be good, like I said, ooh, if you wanted to do, there we go, brain re-engaging. If you wanted to do a dessert-themed flight, do you remember the maple cookie beer that we reviewed on here? If you could find that, and then also I think it was was it Oso? Spiced, no, salted caramel pumpkin pie. Maybe, similar flavors. Get like a dessert-themed flight. If you can't get those, like maybe some other cookie and pastry flavored beers. It'd be a fun holiday flight, mixed flight to do. Have some different pastry themed beers in a flight and compare them. That would be fun. In that case, it would still be a session, but you wouldn't be drinking this on its own. You'd be drinking other things with it. So yeah, it would pair well with other dessert themed beers. Desserts, definitely. Excuse me. And even just on its own is nice. I have a Marie Callender's plant-based chicken pot pie in the oven. It's going to take about an hour to cook. So I thought I would kick out a review while I'm waiting. I was going to have it for supper last night, but I got off work I clocked out at 5. Cab picked me up at 5:30. By the time I got home, it was around 6 o'clock. It would have been about 7 o'clock. It would have been almost bedtime. And I don't know if it's really good to eat before you go to bed or not. I prefer not to. Unless it's a small snack. A whole big pot pie? No, not so much. So, I've got a little bit of time. I'm not going to bore you. So we'll go back to this again. What do I think? It's a hit. Definitely a hit. Would I buy it again? Yes, if I remember. Or I might fall into the category of the other two beers I'm going to do beer reviews on for you that I did the year before last, that I didn't see last year when I was looking for pumpkin beers. And if I did, it was because I skipped over them because I had already done them. But I decided I'm going to buy them while they're still in stock and review them again because we didn't do them last year. And actually, what I used to do is like the pumpkin beers every year would be I would re-review them because you never know. Um, you might get more people come and go as far as subscribers are concerned. So that being said, this year you will see once again Headless Heron and Pumpkin Spice Veneration. In fact, you may end up seeing them twice this year because I am going to look for them again in the fall and try to buy them sooner. But because I will have already done them this year, I probably won't do an official review of them again this year. They may get honorable mention. But this year I will actually physically do a review of them again because, like I said, I didn't do them last year. There were so many other pumpkin ones I did that were different. So yes, we're kind of having fun with this on the channel here. Being able to get pumpkin a little longer during the year and into the beginning of the next year, which is nice. Which helps out with a channel that likes to be Halloween all year round. Speaking of Halloween, I'm still waiting on my bat sheets from Temu. They were supposed to be here yesterday, but they're going to hopefully be here tomorrow. And I also have a cute sorry, rug. I will definitely show you the rug. I will show you the sheet as well. If I can be, I was going to say if I could be patient, I would save the sheets to show you the sheet and the rug at the same time. But the rug's going to be another week or so because it was a pre-order. But I will show you the sheet maybe. I did show you the calendar with my squeezed to death review, which is probably why it didn't get any likes. It's like, yeah, I was doing a review of Squeezed to Death, and then I'm like, oh, I've got time. I'm just going to show you this calendar while I'm at it. And, just me being conversational and just being myself. Again, if you expect polished professionalism, even though I've been doing this for a few years now, I'm sorry, you're not going to see a lot of polished professionalism. I try. I bumbled toward the beginning being new at this. And then I tried to be more professional during the course of my reviews and my videos. But sometimes it gets tiring. It's good to be knowledgeable about what you're talking about. But for me personally, sometimes I guess I get a little burnt out with doing the dives and doing the research. Which I should do more often, but I haven't. That being said, yes, I've gotten back to being more relaxed. I will still try to get you information as much as possible, as much as I remember to do that. I will do that. So, yes, it's been an interesting ride. Those of you who have been with me since the beginning know that I'm just, I'm, I'm kind of spicy that way, spicy and spiky. I will like I said, I will have highly professional looking reviews. The lighting looks good. I've done a little bit of research, and I'm not saying I don't care. I do care. It's just sometimes I'm just tired, I guess, or burnt out on the deep focus that I need to do. So I will try to get back into that. However, it won't be every single video will not be 100% professional deep dive. I did the research, and it might just come with age as well. So again, thank you to all of you who made it through last year and all of the years before listening to this crazy old coot. I'm going to wrap this up. Here's to many more years. We'll see how long I can do this. Like I said, I figured I probably wouldn't get monetized because you have to have a lot of subscribers to do that. Thousands and thousands of subscribers to be monetized. And it's cool when, for people who can do that. It would have been fun if I would have been able to do that. However, that's a whole nother level of stress that I don't know if I want to deal with. Having been a vendor, and my younger son and I trying to be a licensed vendor, and hopefully had planned on traveling to different conventions and stuff. It didn't happen. It was just too much paperwork, and we didn't have the money and the means to do that. And also, I am terrible with paperwork. I do not like forms and paperwork. It's very stressful for me. All that tax paperwork, I didn't like it. So while being monetized would be fun, and it would be extra money, it would be more tax forms for me to deal with, which would be more stress. So I'm just having fun with it and taking it where it goes. Because trying to be serious as much as possible, trying to do the research and whatnot, but yet still trying to keep that element of fun and whimsy, but not so whimsy that I become a caricature of myself. I went through a phase with that, and I said no. I almost ended up diving into having to put mark my content, all of my content, as not for kids because I did not want to end up on the kids channel because my videos are not for the kids channel. It's for teenage, young adults, older adults. And again, I'm rambling. I will let you go before I talk your ears off. So yes, if you can find this beer, I found it at a festival. Again, so if you're in the Wisconsin area, Fifth Ward Brewing Company, you churro about that. That's hard for me to say. Churro Amber Ale. So, again, have a wonderful day. If you like these videos, even if they're goofy, please give them a thumbs up. It helps a little bit. And if you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. If you want notifications as to what this crazy old lady is going to do next, hit the bell a second time. Feel free to comment down below. Please keep it civil. I had somebody ask me if I was married. I said, I'm not telling. and I hid his comments from the channel because, like I said, this is not a dating site. Besides, if you want to date this, trust me, you can do better. Enough said about that. As always, please remember to drac responsibly. Give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish. Wear your 100 SPF plus, and carry your parasol if you are a vampire attempting to be a daywalker so you don't disintegrate into ash. And please, always, always, always look out for the cryptids, the shapeshifters, and all the wonderful creatures that are too numerous for me to mention in every video because there are so many. You know who they are, they know who they are, and they do need to be loved, protected, and respected. And if they don't have a family, be their family. I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye now.